So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Apple has officially revealed the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone 12 Pro, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Which one should you buy? All the iPhone 12s across the board will provide 5G connectivity. You're also going to be getting a ceramic shield, which is going to provide you 4 times better drop protection. You got to leave that for the professionals. I'm curious to see the drop test. I'm not going to be dropping my iPhone 12. I wish I can to test out but I'm not doing that. OLED displays across the board. So the same Super Retina XDR display is going to be across the board with the 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio, providing you rich blacks, vivid colors. It's going to look gorgeous, especially if you're coming from the iPhone 11, get into the iPhone 12, you're going to see that right away. All the iPhones will have this square boxy design similar to an iPhone 5. So if you love the iPhone 5, you're going to fall in love with this design. And across the board, we're going to be getting the A14 Bionic chip. Apple yet again is raising the bar yet again. You guys definitely want to subscribe for more iPhone 12 content, because right behind me, you guys see that big box there? Those are full of iPhone 12 cases, so I'm definitely going to be giving some away to you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. I am going to do a big case video showcasing all the iPhones. I'm getting all the iPhone models, by the way, guys. So yeah, definitely want to subscribe. And MagSafe is going to be on all the iPhone 12 models. I think this is very innovative, man. A lot of people like to say Apple isn't innovating, but this is innovative technology. You can basically put down your iPhone on the wireless charging pad and it'll stay in place. So it's not going to be sliding all over the place. And you have different accessories. You have wireless charging up to 15 watts. You have a magnetic tray, so you have nothing but magnets on the back. Magnets. Night mode on all the camera modules. So both the front facing camera, the ultra wide, and the wide is going to have night mode. And also Deep Fusion 2 is going to be supported on all the camera modules. So the front facing camera, the ultra wide, the wide, and the telephoto, only for the Pro and the Pro Max, is going to have night mode. Like, that's a big deal. You have HDR video recording with Dolby Vision, and you can record up to 4K video up to 60 frames per second. I know a lot of people probably don't care about time lapse on the iPhone, but I do. But you now have night mode time lapse. That's a major deal for me. The power brick is gone inside the box, but the Lightning to Type-C cable will be included. So RP, the power adapter, you will have to buy that separately, but there are many third-party accessories out there. I recommend Anker, AUKEY, Ugreen, to name a few. Now sadly, we didn't see the braided Lightning to Type-C cable. It's the standard wire that mess up within 2 months cable, Apple cable. You also have the same IP rating across the board, IP68 up to 6 meters. So everything is basically the same, but it comes down to the screen size, and you have some slight features on the cameras. Now both the iPhone 12 and the 12 mini is going to have a 625 nits of brightness, but the iPhone 12 is going to have a 6.1 inch display, while the mini is going to have a 5.4 inch display. So you're getting all the bells and whistles of the iPhone 12, but at a more compact size. And to put the cherry on top, this is the lightest and thinnest 5G phone in the world. Who say Apple isn't innovative? The iPhone 12 is going to have a dual 12 megapixel camera setup. So we have the ultra wide and the wide cameras. The ultra wide is going to have a 2.4 aperture with 120 field of view, and the wide camera is going to have a 1.6 aperture. The iPhone 12 mini pricing and storage starts at 64 gigabytes for $699. As for the iPhone 12, that also starts at 64 gigabytes, starting price at $799. When the iPhone 11 came out, that was $699. Now we seeing the iPhone 12 mini start at $699, but at the same time you're getting a smaller screen, but you're getting a higher resolution display. So I don't know if you guys look at that as a downgrade or an upgrade. Let me know down in the comments down below. The iPhone 12 mini versus the iPhone 11. Now as for the iPhone 12 Pro, that's also going to be 6.1 inch, but you have 800 nits of screen brightness. And of course you have different screen resolutions, different PPIs, but essentially is exactly the same. The cameras is the reason why you want the iPhone 12 Pro. The iPhone 12 Pro is going to feature a 12 megapixel camera. You have an ultra wide, and you have the telephoto lens. The ultra wide is going to have a 2.4 aperture lens with a 120 field of view. And in terms of the telephoto, that's going to have a 2.0 aperture. But what's interesting is On the 12 Pro Max, it's going to have a 2.2 aperture. So I hope this is not complicated, but the iPhone 12 Pro Max is essentially like a different iPhone compared to the iPhone 12 Pro. So it's not like the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max where it's just about the screen size. You actually getting a better phone on the 12 Pro Max this time around. When I mean better, I mean in terms of the cameras. So this can get a little complicated, but I'm gonna throw these on screen right now so you guys can see. Now, something that's exclusive on the iPhone 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max, you have the LiDAR scanner. Yeah, I know the LiDAR scanner, AR stuff, but that actually will help on your photos too, because that's gonna improve the portrait shots. So it's gonna actually identify it's a human, it's gonna scan the area, 3D depth of field. You have 6 times faster low light focusing, so if you take a lot of low light shots, the LiDAR scanner is gonna definitely come into play. So I'm definitely gonna be testing it out to see if it's a gimmick or not. So my feedback's on both the 12 and the 12 Pro. If you hate big phones, but you want the latest technology and you don't want to get the iPhone SE, the iPhone 12 mini is gonna be your pick. And as for the iPhone 12, which in my opinion, I think this is gonna be the popular pick. You're getting a 6.1 inch. It's gonna be bigger than the 12 mini, and yeah, it's exactly the same features like I mentioned, but you're just getting a bigger display. That's it. Now getting into the Pro side, this is for the photographers, for the videographers, the influencers. You have that telephoto lens. You're gonna have more benefits. And a lot of people always bash on the telephoto, but it comes in really handy. Let's say, for example, you went on a vacation, you went to Carnival. You could be able to zoom into the cruise ship or zoom into the trees. To be able to zoom in optically, no digital zoom, and also to get night shots on top of that, that's just insane. That's unheard of. But after seeing the event, Apple went all out on the 12 Pro Max. You're getting a larger sensor, you're getting more benefits, you're getting more zoom in. I kind of look at the iPhone 12 Pro as the photographer's phone, but then I look at the 12 Pro Max as the influencer phone. Like, you're doing this for a living, this is your job is to take pictures, and although, yeah, you're gonna have a DSLR, if you care about photos, you do this for a living, the Pro models is my pick. But the 12 is just the average consumer phone. You care about the cameras, but you're not too crazy like that about the cameras. You don't care about the optical zoom, you don't care about the bit, you don't care about the Apple Pro RAW, and I understand that. But looking at the specs on paper, it seems to me that the 12 Pro Max is gonna be a better camera than the 12 Pro. Now, answering the question, should you upgrade? If you have an iPhone 8 or lower, I would say upgrade. This is gonna be a big difference. The screen is gonna be more vivid. You're gonna have rich blacks. You're gonna have way better cameras than ever before. This is gonna be a no-brainer, upgrade. If you have an iPhone 10 or newer, this is where it gets tricky. If you care about the cameras and you all about that photography life, this is a no-brainer. You have the latest and greatest camera technology, but the screen size and the notch size being the same, it's just not really worth an upgrade in my opinion. And 5G hasn't really matured yet. It's out there, but some cities and towns don't even support it. They don't have the radios for it. So yeah, if you have an iPhone 10 or newer, I would say skip the iPhone 12, but it just depends on you and your needs. But if you have the money to spend, this is still an upgrade nonetheless. So yeah, that pretty much concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Comment down below which is the better iPhone 12. The iPhone 12, the 12 mini, the 12 Pro, the 12 Pro Max. Let me know down in the comments down below. And make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on, because I am going to be giving away some iPhone 12 cases. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a simple day. Peace.